As you begin to make yourself comfortable, listening to my voice as you relax wherever you are, perhaps you can notice the subtle way the room around you carries its own quiet, a gentle hush that lingers between the sounds of daily life. And even now, with the world moving just outside your awareness, you may sense how certain silences can act almost like a soft blanket, one that covers the edges of your thoughts, inviting you to begin to relax even more deeply, letting this safe and comfortable space gently rock you into relaxation. Just letting your breathing discover its own natural rhythm. You can simply listen to the gentle spaces between my words, because sometimes it's within those pauses that something peaceful can be found. And there's nothing at all that needs to be forced. And as you continue to relax here, it's as if you're sitting softly by a tranquil lake at twilight. The surface is calm, touched occasionally by ripples that melt away, returning everything to stillness. And you might notice how the deeper you allow yourself to settle into this quiet moment, the more you discover that, like the lake, you can reflect both what's above and what moves gently below the surface. And with each breath, you may find a growing sense that the waters within become even more tranquil, allowing new possibilities to float undisturbed upon this peaceful expanse. And even the softest sound simply merges with the silence and only deepens your sense of ease. And you know, I've heard it said that the richest conversations happen not when words fill every moment, but when a gentle hush is welcomed between them, much like sitting by that peaceful lake with only the spacious silence surrounding you. And you know, it's curious how for some, silence can at first feel unfamiliar, like entering a room you've never visited before. And yet, over time, you'll begin to notice that silence isn't emptiness. It's a doorway, an invitation for you to find comfort and strength in stillness. And just as a musician shapes a melody from the spaces between notes, so you too can begin to embrace those quiet pauses as moments of true presence with yourself and with others. And perhaps there was a time somewhere in the past when an unspoken moment felt awkward. And now it's interesting to realize that awkwardness often carries hidden gifts. And sometimes what seems like emptiness is simply life preparing the ground for new growth. And when you allow space to just be, insights and clarity naturally arise, just like the morning mist revealing a fresh landscape. And you might become aware that as you grow more at ease in the quiet conversations, relationships deepen. For it's in those brief pauses that understanding can truly blossom. And just as the river doesn't hurry, it takes its time finding its own path. And in that way, you may notice yourself becoming more comfortable with a gentle flow of silence, trusting that communication extends far beyond words, that sometimes a glance, a shared breath, or a moment of simply sitting together can speak more eloquently than spoken dialogue ever could. And as you allow silence to nurture your presence, you might even find your mind resting, knowing not every space needs to be filled, and that your comfort grows each time you meet stillness with kindness. And many people find it refreshing to let their inner world settle, just as the lake grows clear and reflects the sky above. And in this clarity, new confidence can begin to form, both in yourself and in your interactions. And you might just discover how silence can itself be an act of listening, a sign of respect, or even a gentle gift you offer to yourself or to someone you care about. And just as the sun kisses the edge of the tranquil lake, you can carry this calm with you, knowing that you've cultivated a space inside that welcomes quiet as an ally and a friend. And now you may notice the sensation of your breathing once again, inhaling and exhaling naturally, perhaps feeling the support of the surface beneath you, the gentle flow of the air upon your skin, the familiar sounds returning lightly to your awareness. With each breath, let a comfortable alertness grow, so that as you open your eyes and your attention widens, you gently bring forward this ease with silence back into your day. Stretch a little, roll your shoulders, feeling grounded in the present moment, ready to move ahead quietly, confidently, and peacefully. And in the hours and days ahead, you might be surprised at just how naturally you find yourself appreciating moments of silence, recognizing them as opportunities for peace and genuine connection. Perhaps you'll notice your comfort with quiet growing, even where once words hurried in, and realize that more and more stillness feels like coming home to yourself. Thank you for joining me today. You've done well inviting a little more gentle quiet into your life. And you're welcome to return to this session whenever you like. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.